Hi, this is Anil and welcome to the video tutorial for the Learning Lad on C++ programming. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to nest the try and catch blocks and also how to rethrow the exception. So here in our main function, what we're going to do is we're going to form a try block. So it's going to be try, and then we're going to have the catch block. And here, just for the demonstration purpose, first we're going to have a character type exception. So it's going to be const char star and let's say a, and here we're just gonna say it's gonna be cout, and we're gonna say character type. Inside this try block we're gonna nest another try and catch. That's why it's gonna be the outer catch block. So we're gonna say character type in outer block, and let's add a arrow just to make it pretty, and then we're gonna refer to this e, right, and let's end this line. And the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna build another catch. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it here, and we're gonna make this catch block to take all kinds of exceptions. So I'm gonna add 3 dots, and then here we're gonna say an unexpected exception. So it's gonna be unexpected exception in the outer block, and then and we can't refer to this e here. Alright, now we have a try and catch block. The next thing that we're gonna do is inside this try block we're gonna build another pair of try and catch blocks. So it's gonna be try, and here also we're gonna have the catch block. So here in this nested or inner try block, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a character type exception. So it's gonna be throw, and I'm just gonna pass a string, and let's say a character exception, and let's end this line. And then in this catch block we're gonna handle this character exception. So I'm gonna copy this from this outer catch block and paste it here, and also I'm gonna copy this one, this cout statement, and paste it here. I don't want to type it again. Alright, now in the inner block, and it's gonna be e. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build and run this just to demonstrate that we can nest the try and catch blocks, and make sure that we don't have any error. Okay, we have added the end line here. We can't do this because we are throwing an exception here. Right, now I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna build and run this program, and okay, it says character type in the inner block and a character exception. So now we know that we can nest the try and catch blocks. The next thing that I want you guys to teach you is we can rethrow an exception. So here in the inner catch block, this inner catch block, we have handled this character type exception. The next thing that what we can do is we can throw this exception to the outer block. So to do that we need to use the keyword throw, and that's it. So in this nested try and catch, we are throwing the exception. So here, this catch block is receiving a character type exception. That exception will be thrown to the outer block. That's why here, in this outer block, the first catch block, which can handle the character type of exceptions, is gonna be called, or the statements inside that block will be executed. So I'm gonna save this, and before that, just write some lines to specify that we are throwing the exception. So I'm going to use a cout, and I'm going to say rethrowing the exception, and let's end this line. Right, now I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna build and run this, and now you guys can see character type in the inner block and a character type exception. That's from this nested catch block, and then it says rethrowing the exception, and after that the character type in the outer block or a character exception. So once the exception is thrown from the inner block, that thrown exception will be handled again in the outer block, and here this first catch block is gonna match that type of thrown exception, and that's why the statements inside that block is executed. So here, if we were throwing any other type of exceptions, respected catch block in the outer block will be executed. So here, let's say we want to throw runtime error, and we're just gonna pass some string it doesn't matter what we pass, so I just want to pass some garbage. And if I build and run, the unexpected exception in the outer block, that's because we don't have defined any catch block which can handle the exception of type runtime error. And that's why this outer catch block which can handle all the exceptions is executed. So this is how you guys can nest the try and catch blocks in C++, and also this is how you guys can rethrow the exception. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.